A California man has had a remarkable recovery from a face transplant in less than a year after surgery. Welcome to InformOverload. I'm your host Johnny Rogers, and if you're new to the channel, we tell you about the most interesting news stories we find on the internet and we make them more entertaining. After a grueling 25-hour surgery on January 6th, Cameron Underwood was brought out of the operating room at NYU Langone Health. He had to undergo a face transplant surgery replacing his damaged lower face with the skin, bone, and teeth of a donor. Remarkably, nearly a year after surgery, the 26-year-old is in excellent health and has healed fully. So far, the team of specialists are amazed by his body's acceptance of the new face. Anytime someone goes in for a transplant, they do have to remain on anti-rejection medication for the remainder of their life, but that's nothing if it means having a second chance at life. Dr. Bruce Gelb, one of the hospital surgeons, had this to say: "We are thrilled that Cameron is responding so well to the transplant," adding, "Our team has established a successful novel patient-donor matching protocol and immune suppression regimen that we believe provides the best outcomes for our patients because the risk of rejection and toxicity is greatly minimized." The facial surgery came as a result of a self-inflicted gunshot that took place in June of 2016. Initially, he went through a series of reconstructive surgeries from plastic surgeons, but was still left with a deformed lower face that made reconstructing a nose very difficult. He was quickly approved for the NYU face transplant program and was added to a nationwide organ donation waitlist. Most people have to wait for years to find a suitable donor, but after this horrific event, luck seems to be on Cameron's side. It only took a mere 6 months after joining the waitlist for Underwood to find a matching donor. The face that was transplanted came from a 23-year-old named William Fisher who had been living in Manhattan, and with his mother's approval, the lower half of his face was transported to NYU, where the team of surgeons used a 3D printer to model the surgery, which included customizing cutting guides. They had to also use the most advanced technologies, which included CAT scans and assisted tool navigation systems, to properly align the patient and donor's bones to ensure that there was correct placement. Following the surgery, Cameron spent several weeks in hospital recovery, but had shocked the hospital when he qualified for discharge weeks in advance of when they expected. He'll now have to travel back to New York at least once a month to follow up, but things are looking good for Cameron and he seems eternally grateful. In closing, he said, "Will and his family made an incredible sacrifice to give back to me what had been lost," adding, "We hope my experience inspires others who have severe facial injuries to have hope, as I was inspired by others who came before me. The journey hasn't been easy, but it's been well worth it." It is incredible to see the miraculous recovery that he was able to have, and we should be thankful for the doctors and the donor who were able to make that happen. However, we should not forget that this happened because he struggled with depression and alcohol abuse, which then made him want to take his own life. If you or someone you know is struggling with depression, please seek therapy or a close friend that you can confide in. I would hate to see any of you having to go through what this man had to. He is one remarkable story, but there are many others out there who just aren't that lucky. We need to take better care of each other, and the first step is setting your ego aside and just asking for help. Remember that you're not alone in this. Usually I ask all of you a question at the end of each video, then tell you to leave a comment, but instead, I'd just like for you to share some positive things down in the comment section. Tell us something great that happened to you today and why you're thankful for being alive and well. With that, let's move on to my favorite portion of the video, your featured comments from the video titled "Guy Sends Terrifying Messages After Being Rejected on Tinder." Genesis Walker says, "In other news, the sky is blue. I now officially love Johnny." Well, thank you. I thought that was fitting, and thank you for the love. Rianne Chambers says, "I met my husband on OkCupid. I ended up importing him from Australia, and we just had our 6th wedding anniversary on Thursday. We also have 2 kids." Well, congratulations to you both, and that's incredible, and I love that you left the "also 2 kids" at the end. Anime's New Gen says, "This new guy is speaking the truth, but how many of us are going to listen?" Look, I try my best to send you all a message or a meaning with each video. I mean, some of course are sillier than others, but I'll still try. Why Am I Like This says, "This video is very important. People need to learn to accept no for an answer." Thank you, I couldn't agree more, and remember, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. So if someone says no to you, just move on. Brown Sugar Dumpling says, "You rock, Johnny Rogers, and I am a fellow Canuck in the house." We love seeing other Canadians in the chat. Let me know down in the comments where you're watching from. Bangu Bayar says, "It's still so weird seeing Johnny here and not just on Top 10 Nerd. I love being here. You guys are honestly so much more fun than the nerd and gaming fans, and if you want to see more about me talking about video games or Marvel and DC, check out Top 10 Nerd and Top 10 Gaming. Plus, please post potato emojis on those channels to further confuse the fans. It'll be our little secret. Thank you for watching. watching Inform Overload. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Plus, if you want more videos like this one, just click the playlist on the screen. And if you have any hot tips on any new and exciting stories that you want us to cover, find my Instagram in the description below. Send me a DM. From Inform Overload, I'm Johnny Rogers, and until next time, take care.